Today's sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing here is May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Williams to return. Calling a 48-yard punt, give him 9, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They start the drive with Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. We'll get this up to about the 44. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 16 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Off the play fake, here's May. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33.
May going to give it to Henderson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Gregory Russo able to bring him down. You look at this Buffalo defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The show put on by these 2 defenses in this first half. The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And now out come the Patriots.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
When you look at this Buffalo defense,
now they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But no.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown, Bills. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England's offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
To throw, it's May.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Straight ahead, Henderson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked in terms of...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return is Williams. Calling a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. In motion left comes Williams. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw. May. Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Here's May. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll throw with May. Caught left side, Williams. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10.
To the air, May. Finding Williams once more, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A first down carry for Davis. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Christian Barmore able to drop it that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing now is Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
This complete to Pope.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Henderson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, it's May. That one caught by Pope.
And the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
is caught by Williams for a Patriots touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up second.
Now Allen.
At the 34-yard line.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Allen. He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing here is May.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
For the Patriots.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Again, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Carlton Davis picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be some... there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
The right side here caught by Kincaid.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw, it's May.
This is caught.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Henderson.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Kincaid from 3 yards out. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen to throw once more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24. Yards, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's May. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The 27-yard line.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To the air, May. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The 16-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's... Fourth down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They'll throw with May.
And he's got his man on the out route. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
3rd and 9 here.
Looking to throw. May. He'll try and do this himself. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
For the Patriots.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off play action. Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's May. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Henderson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Henderson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bills 17.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing now is Allen.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And my goodness, another interception. There he goes, right side. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
For the field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Allen and the Bills now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 54 on the clock. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Completes it to Austin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21.
That's good for Bills. First down.
Throwing, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for James Cook.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.